Hey guys, Doug here, Spooky Villages. So today I've got the Lemax Wheel of Horror, and it was released in 2010 and it was retired in 2014. This is one of two Ferris wheels that either company offers. So Lemax has the Wheel of Horror, Department 56 had the Scaredy Cat Ferris wheel. Both have been retired for a while and they're pretty pricey. With the exception of maybe the Wild Pumpkins ride, which I hope to get my hands on at some point, this is the coolest carnival ride, I think. One of the most popular village themes is the carnival. I mean, who doesn't love a good spooky carnival, right? And between Department 56 and Lemax, you have a bunch of different choices as for like rides, for midway games, different accessories, all sorts of things, you know, to complete a carnival. But in my opinion, to truly be a carnival, you have to have a Ferris wheel. Save for maybe a roller coaster, which sadly does not exist currently from either company. Nothing just screams carnival like a Ferris wheel. First thing that hits you here is the wheel is gigantic. This is a very, very big piece. It's necessary because the Ferris wheel should tower over almost everything. In addition to being large, the colors and lighting are super bold. I love the design. Of course, you've got the skull gondolas, you know, that rotate, which are awesome looking. Fantastic lighting throughout. Again, most Ferris wheels at carnivals are pretty spectacularly lit pieces, you know, in real life. So it's cool to see this one like that. And you know, maybe the most defining thing is the skull in the middle. This is one of the best lit pieces from either companies, and it has so many details. I love the graves around the base of the wheel. They all had different sayings on them. The sign is cool, the actual, you know, Wheel of Horror sign. This looks like something that really could exist at a Halloween carnival. The sound on this is it's nice. Of course, it does. This piece does have sound. I'll play that here in a minute, like I always do at the end of the videos. Got a cool soundtrack. The actual mechanism is very quiet though, so when you're running it without sound, it's not going to make much noise. It's smooth. You know, so I mentioned before, this and other carnival pieces, you know, they command a high price. So let's get into that for a second. So the reason for that is most of the carnival pieces are not around for very long. You have some of the buildings that have been in production forever. And most of these only have like 4, maybe 5 years at that of production runs. Some even less than that. Some have been one and done. Others have, you know, 1 or 2 years. So that coupled with how sought after these things are, because, you know, it's a great theme. The Halloween carnival is really cool. Make the price go up. What also doesn't help is that most of the carnival rides are also sort of mechanically complex, and they don't last very long if you run them all the time. Even people that have one want another one, so they have a backup or a replacement or something like that. So that's why when you see these things and you see the exorbitant prices, that's why. And I would also recommend, if you ever are interested in any carnival piece when it comes out that year, like this year in 2017, the Ghost Round, I would recommend you pick up 1, maybe 2 for a backup if you want to run it, you know, all the time. I wish they were more reliable. That's just what it is, folks. I'm not trying to make any judgments, anything like that. It just is what it is. So just know, with a carnival piece, if you intend to run it, you're better off to have a backup, or just be careful when you run it. Also with the carnival pieces, if you have one, turn it off by the switch. Don't just unplug it. That's actually true of a lot of pieces. You should do that, if not all of them, just to be safe. But some of them actually have cycles, and when you just kill the power in the middle, it doesn't allow it to complete its cycle, and you can quickly burn out things like that way, or, you know, have them go bad. Anyway, sorry for kind of getting off on a tangent there, but that's the deal with the carnival rides. The Wheel of Horror is an easy 10 out of 10 piece. This is a flagship of a carnival. You can even have it by itself in a regular town because it just looks like, you know, one of those quick pop-up carnival things. And a Ferris wheel is at almost every pop-up carnival as well. Again, with the exception of the roller coaster, there's probably not a more iconic ride that you'll see in a carnival midway. If you can find one of these, especially for a good price, I recommend picking it up. These things are only going to keep going up in value as well. So there you go. I love the Wheel of Horror. And here are the lights and sound.
Wheel of Horror! Ride if you dare! I did! I have to let people.